These are my minced beef tamales with sour cream and a hot pepper sauce.
You will need, for the filling, beef mince, onion, Worcestershire sauce, and for the dough, plain flour, cornmeal flour, water, and egg wash to brush. And I'll be filling and steaming them in these sweet corn leaves and serving with hot pepper sauce, sour cream, garnished with lime zest and chives. So in a bowl, I'm going to sift some plain flour, just to get rid of any lumps, and some cornmeal flour. Add a pinch of salt, give a quick whisk just to combine the two. The plain flour is going to give us the gluten, going to make us a nice stretchy dough, and the cornmeal flour is going to add the South American authenticity. Now I'm going to get my hands in, get messy, and start mixing this together. And then when it starts to come away from the sides, and it's all come together, you know it's ready. I'm just going to rest that for about an hour. So cover with cling film and put to one side. So now for our filling. Let's get a pan on, some olive oil, take an onion, and just finely dice. Gently sweat down. Once the onions are softened, add the beef mince. And you want to get the beef nice and browned. And turn up the heat a little bit. It should take about 4 to 5 minutes. And once all the beef is browned off, it's time for the next ingredient. And I want to add some Britishness to this dish, so it's time for some Worcestershire sauce. And I just want to bring it up to the boil and then reduce right down. I could actually watch sauces reduce. I love the way the dish is just coming together and you've just got all that bubbles and the smells and the heat. Now once all the liquid is evaporated, turn it off, leave it and let it come down to room temperature. And this is what you're left with. And all the liquid has evaporated, leaving you with this lovely, almost like dry mince and onion. If you taste it, it's still very tender and full of that Worcestershire sauce punch. Now that's the beef done, so let's make these tamales. And I've got my rested dough here, and take a look at this. It's a lovely, workable mixture. Really easy to use. All I'm going to do is flour my surface, flour on the hands and on the rolling pin, take some dough, and it's really easy to work with. And just keep it moving all the time in the flour. But to ensure the size of this, I'm going to compare it to the sweet corn. And that's the size we want. I've not even got to trim it. It needs to be a little bit smaller so we can tie the ends. So let's take some of our filling, making sure it's even all the way through. So once cooked, you've got a nice, even tamale. Now I'm going to take an egg, and I'm just going to use this just to brush the pastry. Now it's important to egg wash these. It's going to act as a glue to help it stick together, but also seal it so all the goodness stays inside. Take the edges and then roll. And then once you know it's completely sealed, take a knife, just slice. It's like a little parcel ready to be steamed. And now to wrap them. Take a whole sweet corn, peel away, and then just at the core, just want to cut away. And of course, you always use this for corn on the cob. Take all the leaves back, and then one of the tamales, pop in, like so, and then just start gently laying the leaves over, making sure it's all wrapped up inside. Now I'm going to twist the ends, and take some string, a nice knot, and then look at these parcels, look at them. So all we've got to do now is steam them. So over to the pan, just place gently in the bottom, and leave them to steam. Now I've got some tamales that have been steaming for about 2 hours. So let's have a look inside. Bit of a knife. Now, these are very hot, so just be careful. Unlike the tamale ladies, her buns were big and soft and puffy, but I've gone for more of a thinner, almost gnocchi-like texture. So you've got these lovely layers going through it. And I'm going to cut one in half as well. And then you can really see just what's inside. And then last of all, I'm just going to take some lime zest, sprinkle on the sour cream, and then garnish with some chives. And there you are. So let's try these. I'm just going to dunk them in a bit of sour cream, a bit of pepper sauce while I'm here. I love the taste of the Worcestershire sauce. Works so well with the beef. And then almost like pasta texture. So good. An authentic street food classic that's so easy to make.
A fabulous Brit-Mex fusion with a heavyweight punch. These are my minced beef tamales with sour cream and hot pepper sauce.
That's what I'd know as a chili con carne.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, is this the sort of thing you see at football matches, or is it?
It is, yeah. It's really all over, but it's been phased out.
The apple sauce is ready. Okay, it's still a little bit lumpy. Now I'm going to puree it.